and the TrixCAM.
Yeah.
The CAM, it's computer-aided manufacturing, and this one back then. This was CAM. So we showed a platform where you can place models and stuff, and this one was CAD or CAD. So, but these were focused on our printer.
Okay.
But now we said, let's have tricks for all, for everyone. And the only thing is we won't slice this one. We export an STL file of this one, and you go into your slicing software and import it and then send it to the printer. So everybody can use this, whether you're using an Elegoo printer or whatever. So now it's open. So if I'm opening the tricks for all, you can choose a name. We create a job. So this is the first step. We're creating a job. Or you can use any of these ones because it's like an archive. The more jobs you have, the longer the list and the schedule. So we're opening a job. If you won't name it, it's an ongoing date and an ongoing number. So choose a name, Tina, please. Tina.
Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry.
Tom.
Yeah, it's their name. Tom and Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Tom, Jerry. A nice name if you combine it. So what we do is we're creating a job, and now by the plus you can import STL files, or you can drag and drop them. So if I'm using this plus and I have here the objects,
Tại vì cái hành tem 3D lọc can trong Mỹ có áp dụng được cái này không?
Được.
I can mark
Cái
them.
file STL là
Tiếp theo đơn giá này.
The STL file,
Yes,
after the one we decide from the SOCAD, for example, and then we can import into
Yes.
the layer.
Yes. So I chose one. Normally you export everything with so-called construction info.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? What is the surface? What is the volume? Blah blah blah. I choose some without construction info to maybe show you how it works. So I drag it and drop this to this, and now you have your crowns here.
Yeah.
And you see there's the construction info missing.
Yeah.
It's not all data exported as well as imported, but what we know yet, I cannot see it hardly, but it's 0.3 gram for this one, 0.27 gram for this one. So we are immediately calculating the wax weight of the volume. This is very important and convenient because you don't have to take care about afterwards.
Yes.
You saw in the manual process, you saw that we are weighing the different objects. Because with this one pill or one ingot has a maximum wax weight at GC of 0.80 grams.
So it should not be excess over than that 0.8. For example, today
It shouldn't be,
yeah,
but
mostly won't be anyway.
you know, customers will break the rules anyway.
Oh.
So we do have customers which using 0.9, or even 1 gram for the GC ones.
Đúng rồi.
So this one they have in AutoCAD, they don't have this kind of design file.
Là file.
No, so they have to do mostly manual way.
Everything is manual.
So that would be easier to, okay.
Yes.
Fail.
So, for example, I choose this one and you immediately, there's a pop-up. One selected item is 0.38 gram. If I'm adding a different one, this one, you see the sum, it's 0.71.
Yeah, so enough for one press.
Yes,
Because that's a 0.8.
correct.
Okay.
And what we do now, I have chosen these two,
into one.
But we don't know where to go because we haven't selected any material. So what's the plan? We modify these both here in the corner, modify them, and then you say,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
I like GC,
Yeah.
so that's why I liked it by heart, but normally it's here. But if this is your favorite ceramic, you can put the like on it and it immediately is on top of the list. So these are the common and most used materials in the market.
Yeah.
So that's why they listed here. And if we go to GC, for example, you have a drop-down menu of different materials. We have GCHT, DEKEMA LT for lower translucency. We have a medium translucency and we have a middle or mid translucency.
Okay.
We're choosing this one and HT, and then immediately the color, what kind of color. We're checking the E57, for example, and we apply this. And you see now
Automatic press cook one.
it's GC DEKEMA HT E57 with a wax weight. So we unmark them, and we choose another pair. This one and this one. And we modify them too. And we choose GC, HT, and E59, for example. And we apply it.
So another tea, can I just make something, add something funny? I can use also another brand.
Yes.
Can, yeah.
So basically, if you're ready and you open the window and throw it out the window, the system doesn't care.
Yeah.
If you have chosen, for example, GC, and you roughly kept in mind which wax weight it was, you can only you can as well put Emax or something else inside.
Yeah, yeah.
But this one is a guidance for the people. They are really, I don't know how to proceed, but this one is quite easy for them because it takes off a lot of load and work and knowledge too. And we choose the next ones, this one and this one, and we modify them with GC2 and HT, and we're choosing the color of EXW, apply. So now we mark all. There's a shortcut with Control and A, and you see this is the total sum. But they all are marked with GCDC HT, but with different colors. So now we assign them, and I press assign, and automatically everything is assigned by the plungers.
Okay.
So we have now, it's better this way, we have now the platform 1, plunger 1, plunger 2 and plunger 3. So there's one platform with 3 different plungers.
Okay.
So and you see it's 0.8 grams of maximum wax weight,
Okay. Flexible.
and this one is 0.74, 0.64, 0.71.
Okay. And this one, what? I know this one is the maximum. How about this? About this is the material, right?
Yes. This one is the sum.
Okay.
But keep in mind, we do need a plunger too. We do need a sprue too. So this one is calculated conservative
Okay.
because we don't know how. So this one is actually calculated, but then there's a plunger added. So more wax weight is added.
Okay.
If you have a really a huge difference in the wax weight, you can add a balance weight.
Okay.
And I show you like this. This one is the balance weight. This one. It's just a blind channel to equalize the wax weight, because here is a lower wax weight than here and here.
Yeah.
So this one is just a blind.
Yeah.
To equalize.
to
right.
equalize
Yes.
the wax weight. It's good because we're pressing on top, and you know, if you have really a huge gap in between the wax weights, you have to equalize them.
Okay.
And we do this with a blind channel.
Cho nó cân cái trọng lượng lại. Tại vì nếu mà không có cái cục đó nó sẽ bị trên.
There's a 0.10 gram
So you need to-
equalization to 747471.
Yeah.
It's not needed to have this 0.03 gram
Yeah.
equalized.
Okay.
So if
This
not
one is-
balanced would
This one,
be fail
the
easily.
big one.
This is a blind one, yes.
Yeah.
Là xài dây thôi đúng không?
Là không phải cái cục này là cái cục mà hồi
Bỏ
nãy.
thêm vô.
Okay. We are finished here because now we are at the import step, and now we are going to the connector points because all the screws. Just been waiting. With next, the benefit is every button is at the same place, so the right one is always the same. Next, undo or redo. So next is we are going to sprue them, and this is done automatically too. So there can be, on some structures there can be a mistake by the software, but basically this one is, now you see it's done automatically. If you can change this one immediately by clicking here or here, you can change the sprue, but nobody will sprue a crown like this in this direction. So we're using this point, which was recommended by the system. And this is the item 1 out of 6. So now we're going to the second one. Oh, it's sprued properly. We're heading to the third one. Good. It's just for checking. Normally the system is does this automatically, and you won't have to check. Even, for example, the construction, if I go to invert it, which sometimes happened in weird constructions, that the system doesn't know is it outside or inside, you can change this by invert this. Okay.
Nó không biết là mặt nào mặt trong, mặt nào mặt ngoài.
Fifth one. We
Cái này
can.
nguyên cái cầu răng không nói, tại cái vernier nhiều khi có một mặt thôi.
Okay, so now we are through.
Come on,
6 out of
down.
6. We check this. Even the area is detected. Optimum is the best way to sprue it. So this is green, for example. Bluish one is thinner in most cases, and the red one is on the inside.
Màu đỏ là
Of course, you are still able to change anything, like in the manual process. If I'm going to this one, change the angulation, I can use this point and shift it, and you see I have a different angulation now. If I put it here right away, so every step you can adjust manually if you like.
Okay.
So next step is putting them in the layout, and you see there are some rings on the base plate. We use the rings for separating the plungers. So you have this one and these two rings give an impression on the investment material. If you pour investment material on this, you will have impressions of 1 ring, 2 rings, or 0 rings. This is to separate. It's important afterwards to know where to put which color in. So you have markings on the bottom line. 1 ring, 0 ring, or 2 rings.
Okay.
This is what the rings are made for. So now this one is the automatic setup, and you see here
Right.
This is the wax weight, the blind channel. And of course, you still have a lot of functions. For example, you can choose this one or a single crown, and you can adjust the height. For example, if you like to, you can adjust the height. If you like it really, really high, you can blow it, you know, to just a limit. But we don't want this. We reduce this. You can adjust the radius, you can adjust the angulation, you can rotate everything if you'd like to. But this one is the automatic setup, and we leave it as it is because it looks fine. And still, here is the overview. So we have a platform 1, we have a plunger 1 and platform 1, and you see the wax weight reduced because it was calculated conservative. It was the crown plus a sprue in a certain size. But after that, the sprue is getting shorter. So we recalculate the wax weight. So this one is now 0.63. The next one is 0.67. And this one is 0.68. So we came from 0.74, but due to the plunger size, if I'm adjusting the height, you see, it will become more wax weight because there's more material floating in. It's permanently calculating the wax weight. You see? Okay.
Là càng nhấn xuống là nó sẽ càng
Càng nhỏ, tại cây nó ngắn lại.
So, and of course you have some settings, and I go into accounts, and this one is my print at DEKEMA.com. This is my circle. The circle is the cloud, and here is also 190. Just hold on.
The cloud, the circle, this is your DEKEMA account. Or you need the DEKEMA account for using the circle and the cloud.
Bernhard, was hat der für eine Nummer? 191.
199.
192, 198.
Da wäre deine Head drin sein, wenn du das nicht.
So we enlarge this one. So if I'm going to circle, I'll check whether the circle has the right address. Service go. Calibrate active Wolfram using the circle number by man open.
Netzwerk.
Now. Circle. Okay, it's print at DEKEMA. It's similar to this one. Here is print at DEKEMA and here's print at DEKEMA, and we now going back. So now we will export this to the circle. It's ready. We're going to next. Yes. So we're choosing the recommended ring size, 200 gram. You see we have a lot of space. We use the optimal program, and we export the press as well as we can use this on a file system. USB, okay. So now we are exporting the STL, the press to the circle, and we press export. It takes a while because the computer is normally, it's a normal home PC, but should be able to proceed quickly. So, successful export. Okay. And we land back again. Here in the overview we have Tom and Jerry as the as your job. You can, if something going wrong, so for example you can delete this job if you don't use it anymore and you don't want to put it in the archives, or you can duplicate the job. Maybe you like to have some minor changes, you can duplicate it. So it's quite easy to handle. And now we're going to home. We're going to circle. We're going to tricks. And you see, print job Tom and Jerry is now on the pressing furnace. Can you follow?
Yeah, I got your point.
So here's the job I find in the circle, and if I'm opening this job, it is the right pressing program for your right job. So we have chosen HT57, E59 and EXW. So, and this is what you see on the furnace. So you, accordingly to your ring, 1 ring, no ring, 2 rings, you have your more or less like a landscape and a manual where to put which color.
Yeah.
So now the furnace is automatically preheating up to 700 degrees start temperature, which is good. So this is the right program. GC press HT 200 gram and with the right colors and with a job name. Tom and Jerry. And this is quite convenient for labs when the technicians won't even communicate. If you have a small lab and you have only 1 printer and 1 furnace, it's easy to maybe have a lower version of this furnace, but without this one. But if you have a bigger lab and you have people designing jobs and people investing jobs and people feeding the furnace, it's very important to proceed, because this one is a supporting chain. If I created the job and send it to Vietnam or to Myanmar, you will receive this one.
Yeah.
Not even knowing me, not even knowing the job, but your task is put an E57, an E59 and an EXW into the holes and start this job.
Yeah.
And after that, you have your, it's, if you're working in a lab, you have your, how do you say, your shelves with a job name, and you have, okay, Tom and Jerry likes to have this job. I'm feeding the ring with these ingots, I'm pressing it, afterwards I put this in the shelf, it's ready, gives it to the next one, cuts the crowns,
It's very easy to
staining,
communicate.
painting, that's it. Everything in the same furnace, if you'd like to.
Nó dễ
Okay,
dàng.
You can just-
pause understand.
You can just take it out and stand in grace
Kiểu như là
when it's all right out
vậy
there.
nó cũng có đánh dấu. Thành ra
5
là mình sẽ
minute
biết
break,
được là nó nằm trên lò hết rồi. Nên mình biết là bỏ cái nào.
Yeah,
cái
a
nào.
break. Never takes a break.
So we-
So any questions so far?
Can I practice?
Sorry?
Later we want to practice.
Practice make the TL export something else. So can I practice this?
He want to
27
practice.
Yes. We use this one.
Yeah.
So we invest this, we do a break of 10 minutes. We are
Okay.
going to invest this one,
Yes.
and then we
Okay, so
we
we will
press it.
see the process.
Yes.
Yeah.